Wow, where do I start? The experience of Indonesia is so overwhelming that I'm short of words to elaborate the beauty and essence of this wonderful country. Be it nature, mountains, turquoise colors, wonderful and amazing people and hospitality, people sticking true to their roots, and lot many which I will acquaint you in this video and hope to bring the experience which will make you as close as you being yourself in Bali. So, the journey began from Bangalore. We took a flight to Denpasar, which is the airport in Bali, with a layover in Malaysia. We finished our immigration process and met my friend Sunil, who has already arrived from Singapore and has been waiting for us in the airport. And thus, this begins our journey in Bali, and really pumped up to see how things turn out in the next couple of days. We got up to a pleasant and beautiful morning in Ubud. The surroundings were serene, rustic look, lush green rice fields deep into the nature gave me a great perception of what Ubud is. Ubud is not only popular for this kind of natural beauty but also a very spiritual and religious place. There are lots of Hindu temples, and actually 86% of the population in Bali follow Hinduism. A lovely morning followed by an excellent breakfast. The plan for the day was to head to Sekumpal Waterfalls, followed by Undara Gate and Ulundanu Berathan Temple. We got a good company of Oka, who has been our driver for a couple of days. He was so humble and generous. As we reached a certain point to the waterfalls, it was raining heavily, which made the surroundings look more wilder. In fact, we hired a bikers who ridden us to the viewpoint of the waterfalls. And man oh man, I rate this ride as one of the wildest I have ever experienced. Being a biker myself, I felt the entire ride as a roller coaster and had my heart in my mouth throughout. Absolutely steep uphills and downhills and narrow path, but it was all the worthy experience in the end of the day, followed by a breathtaking view of the waterfalls. Undara Gate is one of the popular photo spots. The Split Gateway is a type of gateway you would find as an entrance to religious compounds in Bali and Java Islands. The Split Gateway here is the main entrance to the Undara Golf and Resort. Then we headed to Ulundanu Berathan Temple. This is one of the major Saiv temple in Bali and it's located on the shores of Lake Berathan. We took the bicycle to take a short tour of the village around the resort where we stayed to get the glimpse of local lifestyle. Today, we hired motorcycles and headed to Tegalalang rice fields, which are popular for the wonderful view of paddy fields. You can take a walk around these fields and immerse yourself in the serene nature. After we spent about 2 to 3 hours in these paddy fields, next up is a visit to Tirth Temple. This temple is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. The name of the temple actually means Holy Water Spring in Balinese. You get to see people praying and bathing under the water spouts. What followed in the evening was the celebration of my daughter's birthday. Thanks to the wonderful hospitality of the resort people for arranging everything. It's day 4 and we get up to wet morning. It was raining. Today our plan is to say bye-bye to Ubud and head to Seminyak. Now before that, me and Sunil decided to head to the nearest waterfall, which is called Manuaba Waterfalls. I must admit that this turned out to be one of the most thrilling experiences in Bali. I've ever experienced one of the wildest waterfall trek. The waterfall is located deep into the nature and man oh man, it really offered great experience.
So it's time to leave Ubud. Checking out of Alam Ubud here in Ubud, Bali, and now we are heading to Seminyak. It's been a fantastic time what we have spent. We are so close to the nature. I'll definitely miss this. Thank you. Bye.
On our way to Seminyak, we wanted to visit Teganangan Waterfall. And this is one of the must-visit waterfalls in Indonesia. Be mindful that you have to trek a bit as there are a lot of steep steps you have to negate for witnessing this waterfall. But it's all worth it in the end. After the waterfalls, we headed to Nusa Dua and spent time in the evening. Perhaps this is the most looked forward day from this trip, as we would be visiting the island, which is Nusa Penida. To visit this island, you can avail fast boat from Sanur. One thing is, I was keeping my fingers crossed and praying to weather gods to be kind to us by not letting any rain, until I witnessed this turquoise beach view of Kaling Kling Beach. Having a sunny day will offer the best view of any beaches. Wow, what a time I had in Nusa Penida. Wish I stayed here in this island for a couple of more days to explore more and immerse myself. But yeah, I promised myself that the next visit to Indonesia will be to explore these islands, which I realized are the best. My visit to island nations will never complete without the experience of scuba. And in fact, we took the scuba dive in Nusa Dua. My first scuba experience was in Andamans in 2015, and that left the curiosity of exploring more of life underwater. This experience of scuba here is not so great eventually it turned out to be, and I realized for better experience I should take the dive in the islands like Nusa Penida, Lombok, Gili. Next time, for sure. Well, almost we are at the end of this great trip. And to wrap things off, we headed to Uluwatu for the sunset experience. 6 days in Bali, and I was wanting for more time to explore this beautiful island country. This island is gifted with so much of natural beauty that to cover everything needs a lot more time. Be it the beaches or greenery or people or hospitality, everything has exceeded my expectations. As I travel to various destinations, I get to see and learn so many things. This visit to Bali has taught me how important it is to stay true to your roots, protect the nature by not littering and avoiding plastic, and be kind to everyone, and always